Welcome, viewers. It was November 12th, 1996, South Carolina. Time is exactly 8:54 at night. Virginia was sitting in the living room and talking with her family. And at that time, she received a message in her pager device. Seeing that Virginia got up and started to talk in the landline phone. And after talking, she took her handbag and got ready to go out. Now her family members asked where she was going. For that, Virginia said she got work and left the house. Actually, Virginia was doing house cleaning works. And now also she left the house to do a cleaning work in a house. Now the next day morning, in the Rosewood area of South Carolina, a man went for walking with his dog. And in that mud road before him, he saw something was lying down. And when he took a clear look of that, it came to know that it was a dead body of women. Immediately, he called 911, and in a few minutes, police arrived there. The girl was shot in the back side of the head and lying dead in a pool of blood. And it is none other than Virginia. When the police investigated this case and found the killer, an unexpected twist was waiting for the police. Forensic team and the investigating police team. Like this, they found the killer very brilliantly in this case. So what happened to Virginia, who left the house for work the previous night? About this case, which contains interesting investigation details. Come, let's move on to today's video. Now, the police who started the investigation secured the crime scene. Immediately, forensic team came to the crime scene and collected all the evidence. Virginia was shot 3 times, and one of them in the head was in the execution style. Not only that, there were 2 bullet shell cases, and a shoe was missing in her right leg, but there was no mud in her right foot, but there was a lot of bruises in her knees. Virginia was shot 3 times, but only 2 bullet shell cases were in the crime scene. So what does it mean? Virginia was first shot at somewhere else. After that, she was dragged from there and was shot 2 times here. So police thought that because of that, she had lots of bruises in her knees. Likewise, exactly 20 feet away from where Virginia's body was found, they found 2 empty beer bottles, but police didn't know whether the beer bottles were linked with the murder. Also, in Virginia's body, other than her hair, a short hair was found. There was no sign of Virginia being raped. Now, without leaving any small thing, all the suspicious things were being collected. After that, a shocking news was waiting for the police who started the investigation. The police might not be shocked, but Virginia family was very much shocked. Because when the police checked Virginia's background, it came to know that she was a prostitute. Yes, Virginia lied to her family that she was doing cleaning works and was doing call girl work since it's a very dangerous job. The suspect list of the police became very large. Investigators found Virginia's car 4 kilometers away in a parking lot. Like police thought, the another bullet shell case was in that car, which means Virginia was shot inside her car. All the windows in the car had blood splatters. Not only that, inside the car, there was an unopened beer bottle of same brand, which was found in the crime scene, and the blood under the car door proved that after Virginia was shot, she was dragged outside the car. Also, her missing shoe was under the car's driver's seat. Now, to find the killer, investigators, the previous night before Virginia died, started to trace who sent the pager message, and found that it came from 27-year-old Justin Bullard's apartment. When police investigated Justin, he said he has nothing to do with that. Likewise, according to his alibi, when this incident happened, he said he was in his apartment, but the police got search warrant and started searching his house. Their .380 caliber pistol was found, which was used in the crime scene. Not only that, inside a drawer, some pages torn from the phone book was found. What was there in the torn pages means phone numbers of the escort call girl services. Beyond all this, there was a pair of boots. Forensic team who examined that boots in microscopic level. In the bottom of the boots, they found high-impact blood splatters. And when they took DNA and PCR test on the blood, it was confirmed that it is Virginia's. So the killer wore that boots at the time of murder. Now, next, police tested the pistol, which was found in Justin's house. It is a semi-automatic pistol. And when they compared it with the shell cases found in the crime scene, it was 100% confirmed that using the same pistol, Virginia was murdered. Police got more than enough evidence. All this evidence pointed that Justin was the killer, but Justin continuously said he didn't do it, and he has nothing to do with that. That's when police found another shocking news. 3 days before Virginia's murder, a similar incident happened. To see a client, a call girl went to an apartment, and when she went, the whole apartment was dark, and there was no lights in that apartment. Instead of lights, the whole house was filled with candles. Now the call girl slowly went inside the apartment and saw his client. Now the client, who was standing in the hall, asked to remove all her dress, and the girl also removed all her dress. And after she removed her dress, in an unexpected time, the client took a knife and threatened the call girl to give all her money, and the girl gave all the money and escaped from the apartment in Inners. Knowing this, police asked Justin whether he done this too. Justin started saying a story which no one can believe. Even a child won't believe that story. And what Justin said is, someone took my boots and pistol, and after committing a murder again, came and kept it in my house, and said that someone is trying to frame him. Now what police did is 3 days before Virginia died, to the call girl who escaped the similar incident, they showed Justin photo and asked whether is he the one she saw that day. But the call girl said he is not the one, and selected another man photo near that, and said that he was the one who threatened her that day. Not only that, when they asked the call girl to show the apartment, she went that night. Like police thought, without showing Justin's apartment, she showed another apartment few distance away from Justin's apartment. Because of this, police were confused and started searching that apartment. And the name of the person who was in that apartment was Roy Beck, and the call girl identified his photo only. Now, when the police went inside the apartment, like the call girl said, they noticed that there was no electricity in that apartment, and saw an important evidence that would change the direction of this case. What was that means? Inside that apartment, there was same beer bottle brand which was found in Virginia's crime scene. Not only that, when they checked Roy Beck's background, it came to know that he was a drug addict. So now the collected beer bottle was sent to the forensic lab, and the serial number in that beer bottle, and the 2 beer bottles which was found in the crime scene, and the serial number of the beer bottle which was found unopened in Virginia's car, was in the same batch. That's when police recalled the unbelievable story said by Justin. Actually, Justin said another thing with that story. Since there was no electricity in his friend's apartment, recently for the past 2 days, he was staying in his apartment, and that friend is none other than Roy Beck. Now, when the police connected all the information they got, everything was clearly visible to them of what might have happened that day. The unbelievable story which Justin said is true, Justin didn't do this murder. Roy Beck did it. Roy Beck, who was addicted to drugs, without having money to buy it, called the escort call girl service and asked the call girl to come to his apartment and threatened her to give the money with a knife. After that, he said he has no current in his apartment and went to Justin's apartment temporarily, and there he saw Justin's pistol, and that day he called the escort service and booked it out dating. And the call Roy Beck made went to Virginia. Roy Beck took Justin's boot and pistol and went. And when he went, he bought a case of beer after meeting Virginia, who came in the car, and as soon as he got in, they drove the car to an isolated place without human traffic. And after stopping the car in a place, both of them started drinking beer. And after drinking the beer, suddenly he took out the gun and pointed at Virginia's head and asked all the money she had, but Virginia said she has no money. Because of this, Beck became angry and shot her head. After that, he dragged her out of the car and put her in the mud road and again shot her 2 times. After that, he left Virginia's car a few distance away and went to Justin's apartment as if he knows nothing, and kept Justin's boots and pistol in the same place and tried to frame Justin in this case. But Roy Beck didn't know that the beer he drank is going to get him caught. If the police didn't investigate this case deeply, means innocent Justin might be caught in this case. Because of the brilliant investigation of police and forensic team, the true killer was identified in this case. Whom did you thought the killer was? Comment it down without forgetting. I will meet you in another video. Thank you.